All right, is it is it time? Do I press the button? Hello. Hi. Hi everybody. How's it going? Good to see everybody. I'm just going to give the quick shout outs here as we are wont to do. First of all, thanks to Meowpenheimer for hitting me in the face when I didn't exist. That's
Yeah, I
always
did.
You did. You got me good. Oh, and a resub. Thank you so much for
Press
that.
the button.
I
love
pressed the
buttons.
You love buttons. Okay, do you have a favorite button? And now we have a train incoming, and train could absolutely be a monster. I've seen some games. Hello, Aqualux, hi. Good work on being first and making Anthoric apparently smash their TV and touch grass. Always good to do. Anthoric, hello. Zilboop, hi. Wengar, thank you for continuing your gift sub. Zilboop, how you doing? How you doing? Way to bounce. Good work. Cornosian, way to scream. Great scream. Grey Mulkin, it is always time to be scared in a stream. You know the things we talk about here anyway, on normal days. Drake, Trevleg, hello. Welcome on in. Scrubs, hi there. Good to see you. And then I started the giveaway. The giveaway is occurring. But first, before anything else, y'all know my lovely co-host here, Meowpenheimer. Hello, Meowpenheimer.
It's me. Hi, everybody.
Hello. It is awesome to have you back. And Meowpy sent me a vision board before we got started here, and it is going to be a wild ride. I think it's going to be a very good time. I have so many questions. So first off, for those who were asking throughout the month, we have not yet dropped our sick album. We had so many comments on our album art here because everyone's decided that we are actually a very popular musical group.
What do you
But
play?
I don't know. What would we play? Country metal? Do you want to do country metal? Do you want to do like... That was a box
Okay,
in my
but
head.
I do it on like a synthesizer.
Oh, absolutely. I would
Yeah,
expect nothing less. Yeah. I can play a ukulele. Do you think a ukulele and a synthesizer could be metal?
absolutely. And you know what? We
Absolutely.
can get Bombardactyl in the background on a theremin.
What is a theremin?
It's that weird instrument that plays when you like disrupt like what is it? It's not air that's going between it.
Oh,
You
is
know
that like
do you know
the
what I'm
thing
talking
Fry
about?
played? No, that's... Wait, is this a
It's
real instrument? This
it's
isn't
a
what...
real life instrument. It's like made with a I think it's got like electric waves that pass between it and you can
Oh,
manipulate and they make weird sounds.
okay, but theremin sounds like some sort of, theremin might not be right for you. Consult with your doctor. So,
If
accordion
you are
funkatron.
a loved one.
Yeah, you may be entitled to funds. I might be. Bombardactyl can actually, he can play a little bit of keyboard. He can play drums. He could absolutely be some backup. Uh, anyway, so no sick music from us yet. So yes, so for this episode we are going to do a vampire dinosaur, and I'm as confused as all of you. I have so many questions.
Yeah,
So many
it's gonna
questions.
be good.
It's gonna be great. We have some things to go through, of course. We have some housekeeping to start here. We have a little bit of music in the background, and I first just want to call that out. That's from a music maker named Carl Casey, who calls themselves White Bat Audio. They make a lot of royalty-free, copyright-free music that is okay for streamers, and I actually enjoy their music and listen to it for fun. that is not a real thing, right? Like, actual music that you can play that's royalty-free, that's good. Amazing. Ooh, a Vampasaur? Wait, a Magic the Gathering set. Please don't give Meowpy any ideas. My hand can only
Oh,
draw so much. We did have the idea earlier, though, of, maybe after we get X amount of these done, like 10 or 12, like a year's worth, and then we put all of our monsters up against each other. So how many of you were here for the Anglerfish Queen? We got
me.
some pretty good... Clear. Good. If you hadn't been, I'd be concerned. The Anglerfish Queen is a painting I'm still working on in the background. What's really funny is when I started trying to actually paint it, I looked back at it and put some contrast, and I was like, oh, it's just completely black with some light eyes. I made it so dark you can barely see it, but I have ideas, and it's been so fun to think about. So first things first, we will follow the PowerPoint, as is, that's sort of what we do here on Snoot TV. So far, Meowpenheimer hasn't really fallen into the PowerPoint trap, but soon.
You'll wear me down eventually.
Thank you so much for that sub, Mervaloo. Welcome on in. You know what's going to happen, Meowpie, is that I'm going to convince you to use PowerPoint, but the problem is that you're going to convince me to use PowerPoint for Magic the Gathering, and we're going to team up and do sick presentations about why people should be playing Magic the Gathering and why they're suffering because they aren't yet.
I am ready for that any day.
I figured you might be, yes. All right. Hello, fellow old people. Wow.
Whoa.
Look, Meowpie's not a day over 30, and I'm comfortable in my age. My age is not a monster to me. Hello, Bomberdactyl, you're like 10 feet away from me. But PowerPoint is real ultimate power. It is. Because really the power is that you've gotten enough people in a room to watch something you're projecting on a wall. That's power in any regard. All right, so first things first, what is a monster? We have to start here, okay? So monster is an animal or plant of abnormal form or structure, or, and this is the one that angers people, a strange or horrible creature. Because creature is anything, right? So suddenly this means aliens are actually monsters. You know what? I like it because it gives us more wiggle room. And that's true. Real men grow beards.
Yep.
Absolutely made us all feel super old today. And right now he is the monster. Just, yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
So, next thing. This one's important just because of some of the audience I know that we have here. There is a reason on this giveaway that we have the boom rat with a little explosion mark next to it, because it so ends up that today is the last day that they are selling this boom rat. So after today, it's not even available anymore. So the boom rat actually, it stopped selling 2 hours after 2 hours after we finish tonight. So we finish in an hour 45. And so you're gonna need to talk fast if you win this. How do we enter? Oh no, Meowpie is right in the way. Let me just pick you up, Meowpie. Hold on.
You can't just, it's gonna snoot handle me.
There you go. There, now you can win Meowpie too.
Yeah, look at me, I'm adorable.
So you can enter a monster giveaway. And that is going to enter you for the draw at 7 p.m. You can do giveaway for additional details if you would like to know. Important things to know is you must be here at 7 p.m. Pacific in order to claim. If you do not claim, which is actually exclamation point claim once you win, you do not get it. We move next fast. And we need to do that because we need to get this boom rat ordered tonight if that is the choice. Our last winner, the Dull Archer, actually chose the Lizard Doggo, and it got there so fast. So fast. Is it monster giveaway or monster giveaway? Wait, what? Did I typo? Oh, no. This is my worst.
Monster. It's French.
This is the worst thing that's ever happened to me in my entire life. Okay. Ugh. I have no idea what you're talking about, Beards. Also, go to hell. It is correctly spelled. Theoretically, in the raffle. Would a Snoop plushie be called a sploosh? God, I hope not. So these are the ones that you get to select from. I made sure that when we were selecting specific monsters that we had a good variety, and also that they were licensed and that they were well made. So you're not getting any like Temu crap or Wish crap, okay? These are legit. So we've got the Boom Rat from Rimworld, which will ship on October 12th. So just be aware there's a bit of a delay there because they're making them right now. We have Sam for Trick or Treat. We have Pyramid Head from Silent Hill. We have a Xenomorph that's 16 inches and vibrates for some reason. It's not washable, so please
treat it responsibly. Also, if you think about it, it's the largest toy, so it's the most value you're getting.
That's true. And look at him; he looks so happy to vibrate. Yeah. I guess I don't.
Same.
Yeah, exactly like that, Erna. Exactly like that. All right, Kakamon. Kakodemon from Doom, and then of course Lizard Doggo. And Lizard Doggo I can vouch is very, very well made because I have one. Hey, I'm gonna put you back in your spot here, Meowpie. Hold on.
Thank you. I was scared up there.
Yeah, I know, it's terrifying with all those very scary monsters. All right.
Yeah. Well, I'm the scariest one. Let's be real.
I mean, I can see your brain, so I would actually agree with that. That's weird.
I just shake my head and it moves like jello.
Ew, does it give you a headache? Does it feel like anything?
Well, it's okay. It's an extra brain. I still have my normal brain.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What? What? Okay, this changes everything.
Yeah, it's like a USB. You plug it in.
See, I thought it was sort of like you had one at a time and you could exchange, but I guess if you did that, you'd die in between brain insertion, I guess. I hadn't considered the actual, situation.
Yeah. The funny like lore is that I get stupid when I take it off.
Stupider.
I get stupider. More stupid, stupider. I don't know.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Grammar is the monster here. It's like the N64 expansion pack, but in brain form. All right, are we ready to start rating some monsters? And that's not just for Meowpie here, that's also for all of you. We're going to give some different rating scales from some monsters that you definitely know and perhaps love, and monsters that maybe you've never heard of before. Are we ready? Are we ready? How do you feel, Meowpie?
I'm so ready.
All right, got some interesting ones for you. We're gonna start with a classic. Oh, you're right in front of him. Let me move.
Eating my head.
Okay. Oh no. Haha. Now I'm the only host. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Okay. So this is the Bandersnatch from Through the Looking Glass. Kind of an oldie, but a goodie. Now, when I looked at this guy, I was like, wow, that's a lot of cross-hatching. But also the eyes. Do you think those eyes are good for the predatoring?
I mean, you want forward-facing eyes if you're a predator, but you would also like forward-facing eyes that have depth of field.
Yeah. How do you feel? It's hard to look at this. Like, is his snout sideways, do you think? This is a bit interpretive because of the way that it is.
Yeah. I mean, I hope it doesn't just perpetually see its own nose, and that's why it's so angry.
I mean, maybe that's its origin story, You just keep trying to catch your own nose, and eventually every part of you gets longer, and your feet get more chicken-like, facing forward into his snout. Mm-hmm.
Now, have you ever had chicken feet?
Personally? Like, to eat, or as a part of my being?
No, like, eat them.
No, I have never eaten a chicken foot. Have you?
Well, I was just saying, like, do their feet look delicious?
I'm not into it, but I do hear that they taste a little bit like licorice.
A little tiny bit. I've had it a couple times because sour candy takes me to some very authentic places.
Mm-hmm.
And
I would try it.
if you can get over the texture and the thought that you're sucking on chicken toes, it's not bad.
Sucking on chicken toes outside the taste free. Ew. Sorry. No offense. I need to try it sometime because I know it's a big delicacy. But yeah, that's basically the first thing I think of when I look at this is, wow, people who like chicken feet are going to love this Bandersnatch. So from a cute to terrifying, how do you feel?
I mean, it's not really terrifying. It's like it's like a child made this.
Yeah, it feels a little silly, right? It does feel like a child designed it and an adult was like, look, I'll make it black and white. That means it's serious and historical.
Okay, actually, I have a really good interpretation of this. So
sure,
it's Magic the Gathering. Sorry, Magic the Gathering did a Make-A-Wish set of cards, and so they had a child draw it, and then they also had a professional artist come in and create a monster off of it. That feels like this is what happened.
Okay. My first thought is, I want to see those later. Absolutely, because that sounds great. I also love it when people
slapped one in your DMs already.
Yeah, thank you. When plush animals are made out of children's drawings, because children are wild and they have no restraint. And also Bombadactyl's brought up a good point, which is this monster absolutely has football eyes.
I do.
We all start somewhere. So we're thinking, maybe, is it cute though? Like, okay, it's not terrifying because it's what it is. It looks like ducting. But is it cute?
Well, we didn't put ugly in here, so I guess it's just down the middle.
Yeah. I guess it goes cute, ugly, terrifying.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll come up with some more terms in between to help us figure out what slot it fits in. And hello, folks that are just joining now. Good to see you. Welcome on in, Tumbleweed, Lazy. Definitely kind of cute. Really, you think so? Where would you pet it? Do you think it wants to be pet behind its elf ears that it has for some reason?
I hate its ears.
I hate its ears too. And its weird nostrils? I don't know. But I do like that it appears to be eating the rich.
Yeah, that I'm all for.
Yeah.
It's got good taste, at least.
Human, animal, or monstrous?
It is objectively monstrous.
Yeah,
Like,
it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've just said, here's the monster. It's in our nightmares. Well, now it's on a page. Needs to be an ugly Venn diagram. Absolutely. It's more on the cute side. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. And is it unique? Now, I'm curious what you think about this because I have thoughts.
So, if you compare this to like historical interpretations of, say, a dragon,
yes,
and the awful 2D art that people used to make back then,
yeah,
no, it looks just like something out of ancient times. But if you compare it to how we design monsters in the modern era, it's pretty unique. So, I would say like context's hard to say. I would put it a little bit more unique just because you don't see designs like this anymore.
Yeah, I agree with you. So I'm gonna also say it's more on the side of unique in that it almost looks like one of those medieval shield dragons, but also it has inward football eyes and elf ears. So points for originality. Hello, person maybe Acousticat. Hello.
Hey, Acousticat.
Hey, it looks like its name is Craig. I don't disagree. All right. Okay, let's take a look at the next one here. Now the Sentinels from the Matrix.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're more like robots, are they not?
I mean, they are by definition robots. Yeah. I think even. Yeah, actually, I think they're just robots because I think it's not even clear if they're sentient.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. And then they're called Sentinels. And aren't they cute, though, apparently? Okay.
I love them.
Yeah, I think they're very, they do good hugs. I also like how they sort of have a go-go gadget situation going on.
Yeah, sometimes little hands split into different things.
Yeah, they got little handsies. Needs a haircut. Oh, absolutely. But I remember being super scared of them, and I think I was so scared because they move like squid. And that's weird for a robot to be doing. So I've introduced it to I'm going to call it a creature. Now I'm going to have to start getting out the definition of what a creature is, but it's a monstrous thing. I've seen too much anime to see that many tentacles and not think they're malicious. I mean, if you have grippers like that at the end of your tentacles, you're not there for good.
Yeah, they are in fact malicious. They have one job and it's kill things.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice to be, be context focused, to not be split up on the task that you're trying to do your best in. So that's great.
You know what's kind of cool about their design? You were saying they move like a squid. They move like a squid until it's on the ground, and then they move like a spider.
Oh, I don't like that. I didn't think of that.
And then,
Ew.
yeah, they have a little. It's hard to see in that art, but they have a bunch of little. They're not mandibles, but tiny little arms underneath their spherical body that move like you would expect, like the mouth parts of an insect.
Oh, I can kind of see them. And also, I think this is a render. It was just the cleanest I could find. But yeah, I think I see what you're talking about. And also, I think they're supposed to be mimicking viruses, are they not? Do you know?
Yes, absolutely. I think that was like the original there. There's a scene in the awful third movie where I forgot, Neo like convinces the machines not to murder everyone. And so the machines stand down at like the edge of the survivors. But the way these things stand down is they're like really disgruntled animals. And so they curl up sort of, but their tentacles continue to snap and prod like they're just waiting to kill you. They want to kill you so bad. But like their owner is looking over their shoulder going, nope, no murder.
Oh, Dad. What a murder. Aw, they're so passionate about their work. That's great.
Yeah, you really gotta appreciate it with good work ethic.
That is I totally forgot that they could scuttle around on their little leggies. So here's a question though, cute or terrifying? Because I gotta say, even as somebody who's not a big fan of spiders, I find them a little bit cute. Like, I would put them maybe between the second and third rung on the side of cute.
I mean, I think they're cute, but I'm totally biased. This is my kind of design. Like, I love
Yeah.
them.
Okay. So it's like, I think it's when you look at the design, they're cute, but when you think about what they actually do, it's terrifying. But sometimes you just want to look, and it's cute.
Yeah.
Don't think, only look. If I saw this thing in real life, I would die of fear. But in a movie or video game, cute. Exactly. Exactly. Speaking of things that are terrifying and cute, it's Juffy. Hi, Juffy. Human animal to monstrous. I think we're probably going to agree on this one.
Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, they were actively designed to be monstrous, so it works for me.
Yeah, agreed. And an overdone or unique.
I don't think you see a design quite like this that often. I would lean them like they're iconic. If you show this, someone knows what it's from.
Yeah, nobody's gonna be like, oh, let me think for a second on how many movies have had this type of thing, and it's a lot of legs. Who wants to animate that? So pretty good. Pretty good. All right, next on the docket, a classic.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've never
boy.
seen Predator myself. But I know he's a monster boy for the masses, is what I understand.
This is one of those instances where I would like them to keep the mask on, please.
Wait, does he normally wear a mask? Oh, I guess he does, doesn't he?
Yeah, he normally wears a mask.
Predator is a fella. Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, the choice to wear armor and fishnets together, it's really interesting. It really shows a lot of confidence.
It's funny that this is brought up because, for one, when I was looking at this as an outside purveyor of monsters who hasn't seen a lot of these things, I didn't identify it as being fishnet under armor. I thought that was his skin, and he was just, what do you call it when you're making a ham? Scored.
Oh, yeah.
But also, I was saying to Bomberdactyl, hey, remember the 90s when people would rip their jeans and then sew lace underneath? So similar
Yep.
like denim and lace situation. But yeah, that's... Also, why is his codpiece so long? It seems like it would get in the way.
I don't know. He's got he's out here for fashion, not function.
I guess. And does he have rocks along the upper part of his armor?
I think those are skulls.
Oh, tiny skulls?
Yeah. Their whole yeah, he's the Predator. He's not necessarily the fair player. I imagine he kills people that are smaller than him all the time.
Well, wait. Okay, now, I don't expect you to know everything about monsters. So if I'm asking something you don't know, by all means, let me know. But how big is Predator?
Slightly larger than a human.
Okay, so would these... those skulls wouldn't be to size of a human, would they?
Those are probably small animals.
I thought they were ducks, and I'm like, who goes around killing ducks and going, "Rawr, I'm a monster"? I mean, you would be.
Go
ahead.
Oh, like Aper says, they're about like 8 to 10 feet tall, so they're slightly bigger than us.
Okay. And then, where was it? I thought it was some kind of scale mail. Oh, underneath? Are those... Wait, I guess it is fishnet, because as I'm looking closer, I can actually see, like, skin wrinkles and stuff.
Yeah, that is literally fishnets. There, you can see their leathery skin.
Are you gifting subs to people while we're talking about...
No, I would never do that. Why would you accuse me of this?
Hi, Pixel. Hi, Fona. Hi. Yay, bouncing. How dare you? Thank you, co-host.
Yeah,
very kind of you.
If you don't mind derailing for just 1 second, Pixel and Fona are both amazing artists, so having them here while we do this is going to be real fun.
Absolutely, and Fona is the artist that did our bounce and as well did our newt that you folks love to use for disgusting reasons. So, yeah, look at them go! Yay! Gosh, they're so cute. They're so cute. Hi, Messenger, and welcome on in, everybody. You're going to see a little message for a giveaway coming up. Just remember that you do have to be here at 7 p.m. Pacific in order to claim it. Look at all those bounces. Oh, God, Tumbleweed, no. Thank you for that gift up to Tiny Skull Crusher. Is that like Hold Me Closer, Tiny Skull Crusher? Back to Predator, who is a large Skull Crusher. Is he an alien?
Yes.
Okay.
So Predator it's sort of weird. Predator is like it's a culture of aliens, so there's a whole bunch of them.
Well, okay, interesting. And what's up with the hair?
That's their hair. They just have a receding tentacle line. Don't ask about it. That's true.
I mean, I guess that was the question is like, I think every time I've looked at Predator, I've just assumed it was dreads. And once I'm closer, I'm like, is he some form of plug-in baby? Like, are they cords? Does
No,
anybody...
that's their hair.
Oh, good for them. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cute to terrifying.
Okay, I think they're really cool with the helmet on, and then they take it off, and I go, "Oh, brother, no."
Relatable. All right. So you're kind of in the middle then, but the helmet's not the actual part of the character. So I think I'm gonna have to get you to rate him helmetless. I'm sorry.
Oh, can't we keep it on?
Just a little highlighter under the eyes would make such a difference. And look how smiley he is. What a beautiful smile. Like, those are white teeth.
Are you sure? That's true. They do, clearly has good hygiene.
Yep. Very good dental hygiene. Hey, Kuma. Hi. All right. So I think, I mean, it's kind of terrifying. I'm a little weirded out by the armor. That doesn't make sense to me, but, I'm going to let that kind of marinate. Human and animal to monstrous. It's actually a weird one because he's human shaped.
I would say this is pretty in the middle because it's not designed to be necessarily monstrous. It's supposed to be another sentient species. So
okay, I see.
I think by considering the design goal here, it's pretty neutral.
I would agree with that. And then overdone or unique.
Oh, I think they're pretty iconic. Now, I don't know if they're iconic just because they've been around for a while or if they're truly unique, but if you see one, people know, oh, that's the Predator.
Yeah, instantly. Also, I like how Marksmith just said he's kind of like an orc. And it's true, because if he were green and you took away his top smiley bits, he'd look kind of orky with the bottom fangs there.
For sure.
I always saw them as humanoid spiders. Oh, well, that doesn't help me at all. They make great motorcycle helmets. Wait, like that's their alien business? Is they manufacture motorcycle helmets? Do you mean that you get a predator and like dig out its innards and use it as a motorcycle helmet? Or is it the hair on? It could be any of these things. Okay, but are the orcs we know now designed after predators? When did this come out? Wait, does anybody know when Predator came out?
The first Predator?
Yeah.
I think it was like in the 80s.
Okay, so could precede some orcs, probably not all.
Not Tolkien orcs, but
no, and not real orcs. I mean, orcs that lived in the 1500s, right?
Yeah,
that were definitely real. So,
yeah.
Okay, good. All right, good to know. And finally, just for my knowledge here, what's his deal with the xenomorph? Because there's a predator versus alien, right? Why are they fighting?
Because people think it's cool. It's literally why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The predator is like a hunter, so he just, exotic prey.
Got it. I support that. Well, in Aliens, I support that. Pinhead from Hellraiser.
Oh man, you opened the box and I came.
He's got one thing, and it's the box.
It's the box and that line.
All right, so Pinhead from Hellraiser. I only recently just saw Hellraiser for the first time, and I thought it was all about Pinhead, and it wasn't. He's just like a cameo. He's just sort
of there.
And do we even know why why the pins are in his head? Like, is it holding the flesh there? Is this his punishment? Why are his teeth so horrible?
How much do you want to actual answer, or do you just want to make fun of him?
I make fun of him pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Who knows? Like, they got weird fashion sense. You should see the other ones.
That's true. He does look very hammy to me, but I mean, there's something foreboding about him. He is very. Thank you, Archer. He is very Neo from the neck down. He's got the whole black trench coat situation going on, and he's very fascinated by the box. That's all I really remember. But as a monster, is this not just a guy with pins in his head?
Yeah. Um, that's it. Yeah, just a man with pins.
Yeah. All right. Okay, I'm glad we agree on that. So do you find him cute or terrifying?
I mean, he's not cute. I mean, you can't even smooch him. Like, you try to go in for a kiss, and you're like just blocked by all those stupid pins.
I mean, it makes it more challenging. Anticipation.
Yeah. And he doesn't have lips.
Does he not? I mean, I guess it looks like they're pinned back, hey?
Yeah.
The teeth are not very appetizing, that's for sure. But he does look like he's like, look at this gift I got for you. It is a box.
That's true. I love presents.
Yes, I also love presents. And every time I look at this, I can't help but think of Dune, the box that you put your hand in, you know?
Oh, yeah. Okay, I don't like that kind of present.
Nah, me neither. So I'm putting him right in the middle because I think he could, if he were cleaned up a bit, maybe plucked. He could be cute.
Maybe cute. If he had some eyebrows.
Yeah, he could, get him some nice big glasses and he can be the Six Flags dancing man. I think he could do that. Maybe, get him some therapy for the whole box situation. I think they're saving him. Human and monstrous. See, it's tricky.
He's human.
Yeah, he's human. But it's not right.
Well,
I don't know.
Just want to say he's the most normal of his friends.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
And we might have some of the others coming up in another episode.
Yeah.
He's the first, though. Wait. Cenobites are super fetish monsters. What is a Cenobite?
That's what he is.
Oh, is that what he is? Okay, every pain and pleasure imaginable was placed upon him. That's got to be confusing.
Oh, the lore gets weird, and it's... Honestly, you should just stop at the first movie.
Okay. Well, no, I did, so we're good.
Yeah, good choice.
Overdone or unique?
I don't know.
See, I lean unique because I haven't seen another man full of pins.
You know what? It's true. I've never seen another character with just a bunch of pins in their head, so...
Yeah, even though he's just a human, which is like, who cares? He's got pins in his head. But he's got new pins. All right, how about this one? Now, this whole movie...
They stole our design!
I know, I thought the exact same thing. But you know what drives me... Oh my god. You know what drives me crazy about this is the hair. Like, if it didn't have the hair, it would just be some sort of oceanic creature. But with the hair, it is disgusting.
Yeah, the hair really sells like it's supposed to be a mockery of a person.
It's, I don't know. The teeth don't completely fill in. Like, it's just called the Merman from Cabin in the Woods. Now, of course, there's lots of monsters at the end. I don't want to spoil it for anybody. I certainly want to rewatch it myself, but we'll definitely have some more from here. But this one is interesting because it is just a big purplish guy, and he's gross. And he's got a fin.
Yeah, it really isn't long enough to help him in the water. So it's kind of funny.
Sheer 150 Dream Girl.
Dream Girl, you say? Okay. I'm so happy for you. All right. So what I find interesting is when I look at this, I notice that there are hooked claws on the fingers, and I find that interesting for a fish man.
I guess to grip you with.
I guess like get the hooks in, maybe like an octopus, but then yeah, the hair and the kelp, I love the coloring of it, but then the face just looks really cartoony to me. It looks like 1980s Labyrinth. Not that was bad.
Yeah, it's more on the silly side. Maybe that's probably by design though.
I think so too.
Cabin was pretty creepy.
Oscar the Grouch really let themselves go for that cameo in Cabin in the Woods. What? I don't remember. Oh, my brain is so bad for remembering these. Just over at a friend's house to play GameCube and haunt campers. Hey,
that's what they look like they're lying on the ground holding a controller.
You're right. You could absolutely just put some like Mountain Dew next to them, some original Doritos, and the GameCube controller. It's like a blobfish. He probably looks much prettier underwater. Oh, that's also a great idea. That's a great idea. I love the idea of things just not in their natural habitat. Hey, am I the only one that it looks horrifying to? Poor Marximus. It's just like, what is wrong with everyone? They remind me of Slimer from Ghostbusters. I can see that. And the fact that a person had to crawl in that outfit. Oh, that's a good point. There's a human in there.
Yeah, it was a lot of work. How many hours do you think they had to sit here while someone put makeup on them?
Right? And it's like a wedding dress. You're never going to wear it again.
No.
No, like you're cameoing. So cute to terrifying.
I mean, it's more on the terrifying side. They definitely tried.
I wouldn't want to hug it, and it makes me very curious what's underneath of it, because you can kind of see a rib cage extending outwards, and then like the wrinkling around that, and I find that interesting.
Yeah.
Human to animal versus monstrous.
Slightly monstrous.
Yeah, I think so too, because it seems like they were trying to combine two, like shark and human, and just it went good enough. And overdone or unique.
I don't think it's particularly unique. Ugly fish person is pretty par for the course.
I haven't seen too many movies with fish people. I have to catch up. Which is the one that people went crazy about?
Look at the classic of Creature from the Black Lagoon. Like, this is exactly that, but
oh yes,
a little modernized.
Yeah, that's a great point. I don't think I've seen that either. But what was the one? Is it the one where the woman falls in love with the fish man?
Shape of Water.
Shape of Water. Haven't seen that yet. Need to see that.
That is the movie Sour Candy and I saw on our first date.
Really? Okay,
Yep.
You did much better than Bombadactyl and I, because our first date was Indiana Jones 4.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, you had a lot to talk about.
Yeah, and it can only go up from there, right?
That's right.
Okay, this one. Look, I made sure to. I selected an image that was you got to be careful with Twitch. You never know what they're gonna be like. Look, it's a brood mother, therefore they are female nipples, and therefore they are shameful and not permitted. Okay, I don't make the rules.
Yep.
So this is the brood mother from Dragon Age Origins.
That's right. She's a looker.
She's got a purpose. Oh my god. Yes. Well, boobs for days. That's know. So she's got that going for her. She's very like spidery. She's got lots of tentacles to her that come out the side kind of haphazardly. She's in her nest bringing things back to her. And then she's got the boobs.
She used to be a dwarf.
Did she? I don't remember this. Really?
Yeah. They stuffed a bunch of meat in her mouth until she turned into that.
Specific types of meat?
I think it was other dwarf meat.
Ew. I mean, that would do it. That would turn anybody into a brood mother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This monster was so creepy that they wrote them out of the series.
Apparently I chose a good one.
Yeah.
I know that I played this, but I cannot remember this, and I'm pretty sure that I have forced my brain to just wipe it out. So cute to terrifying. I find her pretty terrifying.
Agreed.
And you know what's weird is I think the scariest part of her is the fact that she has no skin between her nostril cavity and her top teeth.
Just her like mouth, like you can see everything. Just
yeah, and is that diseased from eating dwarf meat? Do you think? Like, how would that happen?
Yeah, maybe her like mouth rotted away.
Maybe. I mean, I guess it only, who knows how much that takes. And then she's got her cute little, look at her pudgy little arms though, but they're also, you can tell that they're not getting good circulation. But
say her cute little cats.
She does have cute cats though. She also is a three-fingered person like myself, so a little bit of familiarity here. Got like that. Mm-hmm. The fact that she's bald is surprising.
Would you have liked her to have merman hair?
No. No, I don't think that would have helped. I do find her terrifying. Oh, Mervaloo says, I find her terrifying, but I hope she finds me cute. Is it just me, or do the cats look photoshopped? Anyway, cute to terrifying. I'm gonna go on the side of terrifying. What do you think?
I agree. Yeah, she's pretty. Yeah.
Yeah. She looks like she has one purpose, and I don't want to be near it.
Yep.
Human animal to monstrous. Now, I find this one interesting because it's clearly a human that has gone through a monstrous process. So how close would you say they are?
I think that makes it monstrous. Like
I think so too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then overdone or unique.
Oh, I'm torn on this one. Like big flesh monster is not particularly unique.
Yeah.
I think this is a good example of big flesh monster, but like if you showed this to people, they'd be like, I don't know what that is.
That's true. Yeah, there are a lot of big flesh monsters, and I know that I instantly think of was it Sloth from Seven?
Yeah.
There's a lot of those, but I think they're almost always dudes. So at least, hey, equality.
That's true. Representation.
Yeah, and this stands for like what? Four women at once, right? Because there's 4 sets of boobs, so
I
think that's how it works.
Representation.
Yep. But yeah, I find her interesting. At least, she's memorable in a way. Yep. Alathius, you hush. It reminds me of Ursula, says Acousticat. That's a good.
Oh, I like your boobs.
Big Slurm vibe, says Hunk. Yes, it could absolutely be Slurm. Also, no matter how many times I watch that episode of Futurama, it nauseates me. It nauseates me when you find out where Slurm comes from. Disgusting.
Yum.
Ugh. All right, what do we got here? Oh, so this might be for people who grew up in Canada. So I want, we need some Canadian representation here. Meowpie, is this familiar to you? Yes, no?
Oh yeah, I know all Real Monsters.
Oh, you know Real Monsters. Okay, I thought it was Canadian. We saw it on YTV all the time. Now, of the monsters, they were also gross. I especially hated the little flesh one that had his eyeballs in his hands and had just like armpit hair at the side. I just hated him. But the Grumble is interesting because what are they trying to say with this?
I don't really know.
Nah.
He's got high heels.
Got high heels. He's got a red fingernail for a nose. He's got lipstick. He's got a goatee. Well, no. What would you call that facial hairstyle? Just what is it called when it's
an
not
accident?
Yeah, it's an accident. Gray, congratulations on getting your walk on. I can't wait to get your sound from you, and we will set her up for you. The yellow lines of teeth, the weird eyes on stalks. The nose, I think, is the worst for me to look at, to perceive.
Yeah, he's also like, if you think about what a realistic interpretation of this would look like, his head would be so big.
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge. And also, his feet look so uncomfortable. Like, are his feet the shoes, or is he wearing shoes?
I don't want to know.
I don't want to know either. And that's what I think is really the intrigue of the Grumble. So cute to terrifying.
Yeah, I mean, the style makes it cute.
Yeah.
But the design is not cute.
Yeah, and okay, actually you put that very well, because I feel exactly the same, but I can't quite. It feels like it should be cute, but it's not. So
yeah, I don't know.
Is he wearing bondage wrist restraints? What a good question. I don't know. He wears gloves.
He wears gloves. He wears leather gloves.
Yeah, leather gloves, and I think he's got a belt.
Is it a belt? Because it goes like laterally around the top half. I don't know.
I don't know. Something. He's kind of like an MC Escher situation, right? Of a creature. Like,
yeah.
His hair doesn't even make sense. It's more like, what, ear wings? That's not where hair goes.
Also, his, like, when he's not leaning forward like that, his chin is like his chest. So it's really weird. That's
super uncomfortable.
Yeah.
The Grumble got high heel shoes stuck on his feet as a young monster. Is that canon?
Oh.
I would argue that he is rocking those high heels, though. Oh, absolutely. He's matched them to his makeup as well. I think he's done great. Gloves and a belt. Okay, there was one other. Oh, right. Mark Smith is saying he seems like a centaur. And he kind of is, I guess. But when you're the whole thing and there's no other thing that you're half of, are you still a centaur? The whole design is kind of problematic. Yes. Yes, it is a fashion of its time for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't remember them ever being super insensitive about it. It was just the way that he is. But also, it was a long time ago because I'm very old. All right. Human animal to monstrous, I would go full monstrous because the way that it is.
He's also called a monster in his universe.
Yep, true. And overdone or unique?
Oh, it's pretty unique.
I'm going to say it's unique, but I'm not going to say it's for good reasons.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, I've not played this game, but I feel like many, many people have. Are you one of the people who have played this game?
Oh, this is the Devil May Cry remake.
Is it? Okay.
Like the newer one, is that right?
I am not sure. I saw Cool Monster and grabbed, and it's the eyes that are sort of on the forehead that grab my attention the most, and the fact that it's all lit up in the whatever is on its head. DMC 5. Oh, that is go ahead.
I don't think I played this one.
Yeah, I've never played a Devil May Cry. I'm curious for those of you in chat who have played it. What was your encounter like with this creature? How scary was it? Because this absolutely feels like they had a good idea and maybe they just kept adding to it. Because there's a lot going on, and it also feels close to the anglerfish that we were doing in ways. Not entirely, but in ways.
I think like the way she's animated this is the remake when they made Dante hot. This is the one, this monster, the like weird foreskin it has above its head, like that moves around and like covers its two other eyes at times, and like it's really fleshy and like full of juice.
Okay. And do you happen to know, maybe in the original, is it a situation where it's eating people and then growing things back out, or is this just the way that it is?
I know zero lore other than that she is like, I remember. No, she's like that Futurama episode you love.
Really?
Yeah, she's the juice maker. She makes the secret juice.
Dude, what is the juice for in this game? Is it devil tears?
The demons are like, they're like big capitalist evil people, so they market juice to people, and she's the secret ingredient.
Oh no!
Yeah. It's just like Slurm.
No, I don't want it.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Yeah, that's right. I think the drink was called like, what's that word for when you're like full of life? Help me, chat.
Full of life.
You're like young,
vitality,
and young and zesty, like vitality. It's another V word.
Voracious, vivacious,
virility. That's what the soft drink is that they bottle her juice in.
Oh, that's so gross. Now I wish I had never found this. Vigor, also good. Propel, living. Yep. Is it what plants crave? That's a good question. It sounds like humans. Is it humans that drink it or demons that drink it?
Humans.
Ew. What? God, humans will drink anything.
Yeah, gosh.
So cute to terrifying. There's a lot of claws here. It looked like there's a lot of slime, and there's lights that I can't explain. So I would go with terrifying. I don't like lights that I can't explain.
This is pretty terrifying.
Alathius would like to know, and this should be no surprise to anybody who knows Alathius, how do they milk her? Does anybody know?
I think she just naturally secretes it, and they just bottle it. Like, it just comes off of her bodice. Yeah, you could just, like, lick her.
Anyway, human animal to monstrous. It's pretty monstrous. Pretty monstrous. And overdone or unique.
I wouldn't say she's unique, but she's gross.
She's pretty gross. Yeah. Tonka, Michelle, welcome on in. Good to see you. Hello. Yeah, I mean, she's pretty gross. I don't want to look at this anymore. Thank you for that. Guardian from Dead Space. I think we only have one more after this. Now, I never finished Dead Space. I've played a little bit of it. What about yourself? Yappy.
I have completed Dead Space 1 and 2.
Okay. So this is the Guardian, which was described as being an anus that has a yelling face above it.
Yeah, they're attached to walls. They're immobile.
Okay. I mean, that helps a little bit. So they're reaching out and whacking you, I guess, as you try and get by.
I think they like throw spines at you too. It's been a while.
Okay. What is the purpose of the anus?
To be rude at you. So these things are like a virus zombie.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like Resident Evil, sorta.
Got it. Now, I really like the design of, and I think it's just because it horrifies me, but when the jaw is gone from a skull, I just find it so much more unnerving than a normal skull with a jaw. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think it's
it actually
maybe
has a jaw. It's just forced open perpetually.
Oh, is it way down here somewhere then? Like
that thing,
broken
like,
open?
Down, yeah, broken open.
Oh, see, that's scary too, because it makes me, I guess, feel. It's almost like empathy. What is the word? Like empathy, I guess, where I'm like feeling it, because that's not how a jaw should do. Jaw shouldn't do that. Now then we have all this like draping around. And I don't know if this is skin that has melted off or maybe it's cloth. But I, looking at this as a first time, I found this quite unique and also very metal.
Yeah, yeah, they definitely tried to make it like have a unique silhouette.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And I think they did a good job of it. So cute to terrifying.
It's supposed to be terrifying, yeah.
Yep, agreed. Also, I like Tumbleweed's comment of, they went with Guardian because yelling anus just didn't sound that intimidating. It's a good point. 5 limbs. Oh, you counted. 5 is an odd number unless 1 is a tail. But maybe that's why they did it. Just to, odd is scarier than even? Maybe? I don't know. Is there any, is there horror math? It was a cat before it became a wall monster. Okay.
Great.
I do find it terrifying myself. Yeah. Human or animal to monstrous? Yeah, it's got a skull, but I would say the rest of it is not even close to human.
Yeah, definitely. It's like the one we saw before where it was a person transformed. That's what this is as well.
Agreed. And then overdone to unique, the anus part reminds me of some of the Half-Life monsters. Like, I don't feel like it's that far away. It's just kind of pieces, like components stuck together. But more
this is
in the...
sort of... Sorry, go ahead.
I'm going to say for me, it's more on the red side, but it could also be my lack of having seen a lot.
I was going to say it's down in the middle for me because this blends in very well with the broodmother you showed, like flesh monster with tentacles.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
All right, and I think our last one is going to be a good segue into what we're doing today. Langoliers. Now, are you still okay? Now, for those of you who didn't hear my story the other day, I have finally seen the Langoliers. We saw it right next to Night Flyer, which was just as bad. Now, the thing about the Langoliers is that, and I would consider this, that they seem to be vampires in that they're time vampires. See? See what I'm doing?
Aren't they more like a garbage like a garbage disposal?
I mean, isn't a vampire a garbage disposal for unnecessary blood?
Okay.
It's a stretch, I know. Anyway, so the Langoliers, if you end up in previous times where time has already moved on, the Langoliers come in and they eat everything. Now I was thinking like, oh, what if it is a time vampire? Of any time that's left over, it goes and nom 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 and eats. But they look like that. They are teeth. There are 3 sides to them. And they are real fast and they look like walnuts, and that's all there is to them.
Well, yeah, they're also saddled to an awful movie.
They are also, yes, and it's where Uncle Belky is a big jerky business guy. It's very confusing. It's better to not think about the movie. Is blood pizza necessary? Consistently, yes. So, keep the movie out of your head, or try to. Would you say these are cute or terrifying, Meowpie?
They're just... It's so hard to disentangle.
The second I saw these, I was like, I'm gonna make him talk about these.
Oh gosh. I mean, I guess they're a little terrifying, but they look stupid. They're like meatballs.
They are. They're meatballs with like leftover fork shards in their balls, I guess. Oh, Dune Worm vibes. That's a good point. Except they've got nowhere for their stuff to go, I guess. Human animal to monstrous. I'm gonna say it's a walnut, so monstrous.
Yeah.
Overdone or unique?
Well, I don't often see walnuts with saw blades for teeth.
I'm gonna also say unique, and they look burnt, says Gray. How do the mouths even work? That's a good question. I think each side of their encasement goes in circles, I think. But again, they're also eating past time. Oh, maybe when you bite past time, it's a different situation, you know?
It's something.
All right. Now we get to have a little bit of fun here, shall we?
I hated that movie so much.
I can tell. I'm also glad because, I wouldn't say I hated it, but I was certainly kind of questioning how much of my life I'd lost by giving it to that movie.
It's got so many bad tropes. It's got unexplained awful character arcs. And just weird like inferences, and the writer is for some reason a prescient genius. Like, it's just all bad.
But it's gonna be memorable for me till the end of time that there was
a little freeze frame at the end.
Freeze frame at the end where they jump into the sky and go, yeah! And it freeze frames and there's a dead little girl in the plane behind them.
Yep.
What a wild ride. So yeah, highly recommend Langoliers. Just to get it over with. How much time did the Langoliers eat of yours, Snoot? 3 hours. It was a made-for-TV movie.
Too much time.
Too many hours. I didn't realize you were drawing vampire aesthetic. I would have been here in a heartbeat. Well, you just arose? You got here just in time because we're about to start talking about what is a vampire.
Yep.
Now, Meowpie, I'd like you to walk us through your vision board here, and we'll start with the top because I think those are the ones that kind of make sense to me.
Yeah.
It's pretty straightforward. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was like, vampire interpretation of like a dragon or something non-human in the more traditional sense of like, ooh, I'm spooky, I'm associated with the night. And so you've got, I don't remember the name of this thing, but it's right out of Monster Hunter, and it's the vampire dragon. That's literally what it is.
That's pretty straightforward.
Yeah. The one to the right is from Google, where I Googled vampire dragon.
Okay.
And I just thought it was really cool. It's got spacey vibes. I like that the hands are wings.
Yep.
The color palette really sells you that this thing is going to drink your blood. It's got a proboscis on its tongue, which I like.
Oh, it does. Okay. Wow, that's really unique, actually.
Yeah,
and
really
he's so full of blood.
I love it. It's very good. The one to the right is actually a magic card, and I love it.
Is this an older magic card?
An older magic card. It's literally just vampiric dragon.
Okay, and what is he doing with this rock? Do you know, or is he just creeping?
He's hiding behind it. He's literally just hiding behind it so he can sneak up on you.
Oh, he's creeping. He's doing the creep.
I love it. Like, it's so funny because they just took, okay, we need a vampire, but we make him a dragon. And the artist was like, well, okay. So they just like looked up Nosferatu and was like, all right, I got it.
Dragon. Fantastic. And then who is this classy lad right here?
Oh, that is Dracula from Castlevania. So a very famous vampire.
Of course, and a very good one, I think. Now, I'm very interested in these because I haven't seen these before, but they almost look like the Gloom art style. What are these from?
Those are from Darkest Dungeon. So Darkest Dungeon has a different approach for its vampires. And rather than being derived from like bat imagery, they went with mosquitoes.
Oh, that's a good call. I hate those.
Yeah, so that's the countess there, and you can see she's got this air of like royalty still on the left, and then when you get her angry, she's like, "Oh no, it's time for dinner."
I wonder where she hides her proboscis. Like, do you think it's tucked away inside, or I can see a little bit of red like in here?
Yeah.
So, okay, I like that. Like, it's gross, and I hate them, but I like the idea. And then we have kind of a. Now this is interesting because I remember when there was like a werewolf vampire, like that was the style of vampire, but this is a bat, right?
Yeah, like this is we were talking about like vampire dinosaur. That's sort of where my mind went, like just monstrous beastie of the night. And that's where my mind wandered first. So this is I think it's from Warhammer. It's just like a big vampire bat on steroids.
Got it. And I like how you can kind of see the muscle sinew throughout. It makes it look, I don't know, painful to be alive, which I guess which would push you to want more blood if it made that pain stop. I'm into that. I like when they have a purpose that I can get behind for needing to take blood. And what about this fellow?
That I can't remember where he's from. I don't know. He just was like vampire. He does need a bib. He's a messy eater.
God, what a messy boy. There you go.
Yeah,
right,
gosh.
Okay. Well, that should help. He's got the long fingers. He's just humanoid, but he does have those long fingers and the ears. I wonder how the ears would help. I guess for sneaking, right? So that you'd be able to hear your prey moving around.
Yeah, I guess it's like a holdover from like, ooh, I'm a bat. Bats, listen.
Yup. Now, this one I'm aware of, and I'm so happy that you included, which is the energy vampire. And that's something I really want to talk about is the fact that there can be vampires of things more than just blood. So this guy here, he feeds off your energy by boring you to death. So that's also an interesting take, and I'm curious if we're going to be going for blood today or if we're going to be going for something else.
That's true. It could be like they could be a heat vampire. Maybe they just leech off your body heat.
Could be a time vampire.
Like right out of those old comic books.
Absolutely. Now walk me through these.
These are real life vampires.
Okay, so
all of these.
Not these ones.
No, I'm pretty sure. Listen. Brad Pitt looks like he does. There's no way he's not a vampire.
That's a good point, actually. At this age, yeah. Tom Cruise, not so much.
Yeah, well.
But I only recently saw this movie and was very surprised by it. I just like the young hot men as vampires was an interesting path to take. Now, tell me about Froggy Boy here.
That is the vampire frog. Called such because they make their homes in trees. And where there's little like pockets of water.
Okay.
And when they lay their eggs, there's no nutrients in that water for its little tadpole babies. So the vampiric frog will then come back and lay another batch of eggs for its babies to eat.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That is that's uncomfortable. Wow.
Yeah. Mama's like, I gotcha. Here are your siblings.
Good Lord. Like, how do you decide? I guess you just put all of your frog goop into your first batch and I don't know.
And then the second one is a sloppy seconds. You're like, nah, it's fine.
Maybe they can pick and choose somehow through their frog sperm. I don't know how frogs work. All right. And how about this lovely little guy here?
Okay. So those two birds there are the vampire finch. Have you heard of these?
No, but I am invested.
Okay, so they live on the Galapagos Islands.
Okay.
And they do exactly what you would think they do. They feast on blood, particularly of other birds.
That is surprising from a finch.
Yes, and they do it while the other bird is alive. They will peck at them. So the finch will be like, oh, look, I'm helping you. I'm getting rid of these parasites. And then the finch will like, oops, I dug a little too deep. And then it's like...
Does it kill the other bird or does it just...
No.
Okay. I'm all right with that. I'm okay. Yeah. It's just like cauterizing and cleaning the wound
that they made.
it's yeah, but still, you know, as long as you fix it, it's okay. It's a nurse bird. And then finally we have, is this a lamprey?
It's a lamprey. Yeah.
Okay.
Literally just a vampire of the ocean. It's another way to, like, you know, vampires don't have to be bats. Leeches are also vampires.
I mean, that's a good point. If you want to draw a vampiric tube today, I'm into it. It makes my job very easy. All right. So, like, as soon as I started thinking about this, yeah. I'm like, you know, where my brain focused was what kind of dinosaur. But instead, maybe we need to start with what kind of vampire. What do you think? What have been your thoughts around this so far?
I mean, I'm pretty open. If you just want to do like, I'm gonna slurp out your insides. You know what? Are spiders vampires? Because they could also be a form of vampirism. They eat your insides.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's lots of bugs. I mean, we need an entomologist in here, right? Because you can actually tell length of death by how much you've been slurped by like maggots or leeches or all those things. Anything's gonna eat you if you're dead. It's beautiful. It's recycling.
Yeah. I don't know. Are you leaning towards any particular vampire type?
Well, you know, maybe we start with blood, and maybe we revisit this at another time to bring in a more magical. We can do like a more magical type of creature. As like a vampire's not magical, but
you know, hey Hectic, you know what I was thinking? Like, if you wanted to do a non-traditional vampire, right?
Yeah.
There is a particular type. It's not a dinosaur, but it's close enough. Do you know what a Dimetrodon is?
No.
They're basically they're
Dimetrodon.
Yeah, they're called a synapsid. They lived around the same time as the dinosaur. They look like dinosaurs.
It's the one I always make fun of because I feel like if it got blown the right direction from wind, it would just fall over. Yeah.
Now, I was drawn to this because scientists are like, well, what that big fin for? And what if the big fin was like how it drew in heat from other animals?
Oh, cool. Okay, so we're basically making like a solar panel.
Yeah, like, you know, solar heating, but it's a vampire, so it steals your body heat.
Okay, and I mean, it looks very happy and it's got a lot of teeth.
Love its mouth shape. I think the Dimetrodons have this really cool, like, I'm gonna tear out your insides kind of vibe, and I just really like that.
It's very Joker. It feels like its mouth is a teensy bit further than it ought to be, you know?
Yeah. And that's pretty much consistent with like their actual skeleton too. Like, it was all business.
Dang. Okay. And I like how there's like these little wrinkles of lines. Of course, we're not looking at a photo. I know that might be surprising to many of you, but this isn't a photo. So we have lots to go here. So I like how the eyes. So, you know, if there's actual proof that it had this design on the side, which I doubt that there is, but if there was, I think we can identify what the sail was for, which is scaring my predators. That would make sense. But so now we have to think about the other direction, which is if the goal is to get other dinosaurs into your location, not scare them away.
Yeah.
So that you can absorb heat. Maybe you look like a nice warm fire, although dinosaurs don't know fire.
Maybe you look like a prey animal.
Oh, we could. That's a great idea. It's like a scared little mouse or something.
Yeah.
And then I think we're getting into our kind of the same idea as the anglerfish queen, where you are attracting people to your location by using something that they hunger for.
Oh, is that too similar? Because we could go in the other direction.
I think that's
a monster.
I think it's typical of almost all monsters, is it not? Like,
they have to lure you in.
Yeah, any luring type creature. Now, here's my other question: Are we doing an upright, gentleman, or are we why is my no? Why, Pencil? You need to work, because if you don't work, what is happening? File new.
Is it like anthropomorphic or quadruped?
Yeah.
That's a great question. I guess if we want to make it like funny, it would be okay, so here's the thing. If we make it an anthro dinosaur, it would be like more modern time, right? Like it's got to siphon the life out of people.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that would change like what its fins are.
Okay. And then if we were to keep it on all fours, we would also get to decide, like, would its legs be different? I'm going to turn off my hand tracker because that's what's freaking out my tablet.
What if it was snuggly and it wrapped you in its big fin? Oh, that's cool. Smothered you? Oh, then you could make it look like a big hand and it would like have little grippers.
Oh, so wait, hold on. So he could be like, he's got the teeth and, you know, this is exactly the same. And then he's got like grippers though. So like more like this kind of thing? Would we want to emulate a human hand?
So yeah, or like, you know that in the mood board, that one the one like vampiric dragon in the top? See how his wings are also hands?
Yeah, that's much scarier than my
No, but it's good. It's good. We're on the same path. I kind of like that idea where it just like smothers you in its big fin. You can't get out.
And it just has to get close enough to you to be able to do that.
Yeah.
And it absorbs your heat. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the high fiveosaurus.
The heat fiveosaurus.
Heat fiveosaurus. Oh.
Okay, what kind of a tail does it have? Does the tail... I feel like the tail needs to match the finger so that it acts as a thumb to keep you in there.
Oh, yeah, and like to help grip you.
The gripper's gonna grip you. Do-do-do-do-do. Okay, what about its front legs? What do we think? Different in any way? Like...
I don't really have I don't have a strong reason, but it should really just have like one too many joints, or the joint should be backwards just to make it look extra creepy.
Extra creepy. I'm comfortable with that. Now, I want to think about... Oh, God. Yeah, this is upsetting. I feel like I'm drawing a horse poorly.
Do you know what this is inspiring me by? Did you ever play Oddworld?
No. What's that?
So there's a old like 2D platformer, and there's two types of monsters in that game that are inspired by hands, and I think we could get some good ideas from them, like on how
that would be fun.
Take this motif. Let me send you.
Okay, sure. Whoops. Color. There we go. I also want to think about, how does the heat transfer? Like, is this an actual absorption of something from this other creature? Is it that they just snuggle for a bit?
Yeah, maybe got these like I don't know, maybe these like veins that run up its fingers, and those are what actually like literally siphon. So when you die to this thing, your corpse is like cold.
Disgusting. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we get the sketch out, because then we can take it a little bit more seriously after. But I mean, it's already creepy, so it's got that going for it. Just suck right through. Leechy appendages. I'm getting Zelda hand monster vibes. The grin makes me think of a dinosaur version of Muttley from Wacky Racers. Mouth in its hand. Mouth in its hand. Oh, so it could like lick the heat away? Hold on.
In 100 meters, a tow truck operator is loading and securing a vehicle.
What?
300 meters.
I guess would it even like have a mouth?
Oh, I got...
Maybe it has like... Maybe you can see where like its mouth has a trophy, because it don't really need to eat.
Oh,
so it has the dinosaur head, but maybe the like jaw has started to fuse.
The jaw has started to fuse. Okay, I'm just opening up your just... Oh my God, the kids... Okay, no, I'm gonna look at that later.
That's so funny.
Oh, he's got like little ballet feet.
Yeah,
see,
but if you think about it, it's like a 5-hand, like with the middle finger up, and then the other one is just hand.
Yeah, absolutely. So like, you know what's funny is I think about this, and I think about, do they get stuck in the ground when they walk? Or maybe maybe they're making extra holes for their prey to fall in and maybe break a leg.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Galaxy.
This. Okay, so like a Neomouth. Oh God. All right. So we still want the head to be normal-ish.
Yeah.
And then Okay. So it'd be like
Yeah.
nothing in there, just gross. My Little Mermaid. What the hell? Little Mermaid like goop faces.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Would it need? Does it need oxygen?
Probably still gotta breathe. Unless it's
Yeah.
undead.
I mean, it is a vampire.
Yeah. So you know what? It don't gotta breathe.
So powerful being able to make these calls for a creature, isn't it?
Yeah, just like, you don't
Nah,
need
you
breath.
don't need it. You don't need air. You haven't earned it. Okay, so probably no nostrils. So would that change the skull shape, I wonder? How about eyes? Does it even have eyes? Does it only navigate by like thermo whatevers?
Good question. Maybe it has maybe it just has eye sockets and the skin has grown over and it don't got eyes no more.
I do love
Have you
drawing.
seen that Sphinx?
The what?
There's a semi-famous Sphinx cat that's blind and it just has flesh over its eyes.
No, I have not seen that. Also, ew.
I'll send you the image in DM. I hope it's not too creepy. It doesn't.
These things do not bother me.
Okay.
But I will identify if chat. Oh,
It's in your
wow.
DMs now. Isn't that
Oh,
wild?
that's wild. He's a cat skull.
Yeah.
Okay, so this cat is alive and happy. I am going to show
Yes.
it quickly on stream. If you are somebody who does not want to see what a cat looks like without eyes and the skin in, I'm just going to quickly show it and disappear it. So I'll say it when it's gone. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to show it. Okay, we're going to go look at it. Here it is. I think he looks cute myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and then now I'm going to remove it. 3, 2, 1. It's gone. You're safe. Okay. Back
It
to
apparently
weird.
likes it when you scratch its eye holes.
Oh God, but I wouldn't. Although birds are like that too, because our birds absolutely love it when you scratch when a bird has a beak, which they often do, uh, there's a little hole. So if this is your bird, okay, there's a little hole right here, and it's basically nothingness where the beak connects, and they love being scratched right there.
So weird.
It's gross. Yeah.
Scratch their hole. Come on.
Scratch the hole. Yeah. They will move around so that you have to. Okay, now what about back legs? Or do we think maybe it only is the 2 front legs and then what, like a tripod?
Ooh.
Hold on, we have to do this from some other angles, I think. And then would it have ribs? See, I think my favorite part of thinking of these things is how would it actually, like, how would the way that it is affect the rest of the physiology, I guess? Like, if you were absorbing heat, do you need ribs? Do you eat? No, we've decided not. Do you use air? We've decided maybe not, I love that stuff. So, whoop. Wait, where is my... Oh, there we go. C. Aha. Oh, am I on the wrong layer? Hold on. Aha. I see. Okay. All right, so let's look at this from a different perspective.
Yeah.
Now, oops. When you look at him so far, is there anything that you think maybe sizes should change? Maybe fingers should be smaller, fingers should be bigger, more fingies?
Some webbing between the fingies.
Webbing. Oh,
yeah,
I like
because
that.
it really has to I want it to grip and smother you.
Okay.
It's a good hug, but it's one that goes on too long.
Okay. What if we... Why can't I use this pencil? What is happening? We used to be friends. Oh, okay. Pastel? Oh, good lord. No. I'm just gonna paint it. That's how I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, hyper, that's a good idea. Like, if it doesn't breathe, it doesn't need to expand its ribs. But that is also the side of which, like, you know, its prey is going to be struggling. So it wouldn't be, like, just flesh.
Okay, so this is gonna be the front where we have that kind of, like, gross, like, he's always trying to open it, even though there's no reason for him to. Maybe there's the indentation of the nostrils. Okay, and then the hand. Now, I'm trying to think of how to do these legs super creepily, but they kind of just do it for themselves.
Yeah, they just, I mean, it just looks like it's crawling on the ground and you hate it. Oh my gosh, Dinosaur!
Dinosaur! I know that name. Why do I know that name?
They're an artist on Twitch. They're absolutely lovely. They did a dragon version of my kangaroo for me.
Oh, that's awesome. I love artists. Artists are crazy. Let's get this hand. Okay, so then probably like the pointy. Do we think like a pointy ribcage sort of situation under the...
Yeah, like...
neck? Oh, thank you, Meowpie. Okay, so if no breathing, you don't need ribs. You can have armor plating. Oh, to keep your chest cavity stuff. I love my chest cavity stuff. I try and keep that safe all the time. So then... Okay. Now, is there anything of interest about these particular, like, the size of the talons off the fingers, the way that the fingers are, like, are they dinosaur finger? Wait, dinosaur? I think dinosaur fingers is a valid thing to say, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. It should have too many joints.
Okay, yep. Me trying to figure out what too many joints look like.
I don't know, like, you got, like, what, 2 or 3 in your finger? 3 normally, so maybe it has, like, 4.
Okay.
Like the aliens in Alien, they have too many joints, and they have, I think they have 6 fingers, but this, like, just extra joints.
Okay.
Look at, that's a beautiful finger.
I mean, it's a human finger, though, is the problem. I didn't give it enough joints.
You know what? If that...
maybe one of them is normal.
Way. Yeah,
you know?
maybe one of them is.
So let's get the other one in here, because what I really want to show is the webbing. So... Okay, so it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Does it glide along? That's a really good idea. There is that monster from the now defunct game Evolve that has a similar body type to this. 2 arms, long tail, no legs. And it just sort of like, it's almost like it swims lightly above the ground, and it just casually like touches the ground every now and then to pull itself forward.
Oh, okay. See, movement is a big part of when I find something really creepy.
Yeah,
the way it moves.
I could see that for this. Like, it's like it's swimming near the ground. I like that idea.
I also really like the idea that it would have a very identifiable track, because of the way that it is. Because it would have these, right? So it would trail out like that. And as I get out here and I build the rest of the fingies, come around, and then the other tail, like, how is the tail... Actually, I want to do this. The tail is sticking into the back, kind of like a kickstand.
The Dinosaur asks, do you think it's in pain? Life is pain.
Aren't we all in pain? Look, you know what I figured is we are all in pain all the time. Because one time I had a migraine. I don't get migraines very often, or ever really, maybe like 3 times in my life. So bad that I went to the ER, and they gave me T3s, which sounds great. Except that when I took the T3, it made me realize how much pain was in my body that I had never paid attention to. So you are in pain, and you've learned how to ignore it. And I think that is crazy. I like to think about it, but not too much, because otherwise, you know.
That was like when I had appendicitis and they gave me morphine for the first time.
Oh, isn't it like a nice warm hug?
I was like, whoa!
Yeah, I would like to take that home, please.
Why are you only giving me this when I'm dying?
Okay. Now, do you think... I'm trying to think of how the back, like the tail would work, because I feel like this looks a little bit janky. I like the idea of the tail almost being separate from the rest of the body and how it works. And it's like, it's very straight and just hooks into the back. Almost like, oh, what if it were like, hold on. Sorry, I got excited. Okay, so if this is the dinosaur, and he's all rawr, like this, you know, whatever. And then his tail, part of how he feeds, since he can't see, is he hooks into one place, and then he goes around that.
Ooh.
You know, like he moves around to make sure he doesn't miss anything on the ground in certain areas.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
It kind of makes it look like a wasp stinger.
Yeah, it does. Oh.
Yeah.
You think he's venomous?
Oh, you know what? Maybe it's a proboscis, and he also drinks your insides while he's at it.
I may as well. You know?
Yeah, dude. That's why his mouth don't work good.
He's got to get, you know, that slurry. Does that mean he... Hold on. Hold on.
He's
Hold on.
kind of like a vampire spider.
Well, what if it kind of works like a straw, though? Like, what if... Let me know if this is too silly. But what if he's like, oh...
Does he poop out of his mouth then?
No. But, well, no, that's it. You know, I instantly said no, and then I started thinking about it, but... You know, what if he's like he's a baby, you know? He's got to feed himself through his weird spindly...
He stores it there, and then when he's hungry later, he just like
That's
puts it
handy. It's like a camelback, except you're the camelback.
I like it.
I hate it.
Needlessly gross.
It's disgusting. Let's do it. I also realize I'm giving him very cute nose, but like he kind of deserves something cute.
Yeah.
I don't, you know, he's not using his
a
nose.
hard life,
so.
okay? He drinks out of his anus. What do you want from him?
Wait, are we saying that that's his anus? Because he could still have an anus.
Oh, that's true. He could. You're right.
Yeah. I mean, this is your call. This is your baby. If you want your baby to drink out of its own anus, that is up to you.
No, I'll just leave it to mystery. You don't know.
Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to delete this layer. Delete layer.
Oh, it moves through the skin. That's pretty neat. Yeah. Gosh, nature's cool.
I mean, I do really want to make a focus on the veins because, one, I like drawing them, and two, I know you love them.
I sure do.
Okay. All right.
I think we've already got a winner here.
Oh, yeah. No, he's freaky. And, like, if we could ever mod Path of Titans...
Oh, that would be so good.
Halloween
this thing just,
Path of
coming
Titans.
out of the muck and just gripping you.
Okay, but I'm trying to think about how his carriage works here, because he's got his weird, upsetting leggies, which I think are a little too shouldery. I think I want to redraw those, but I'm also trying to think, how would the tail actually operate? You gonna try 2 for 2, Archer? There's actually a, I don't think you can win, Archer, because there's a check mark in there for can previous winners win? And I don't think I checked it. Did I?
Out of Hunk asks if it's actually undead.
Is it actually undead?
I think we were leaning... I think we were leaning toward yes when we decided to cover the nostrils.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's like not technically alive.
Okay. So yeah, I need to get rid of the nostrils a little bit more to drive that home. And if there is a nostril there,
free up some constraints too.
Yeah. This like goopy skin part is like one of my favorite things to draw, so I'm super into that. Okay, so then we've got the hand. I'm gonna draw just like a something in the grip.
Love it. Some leftovers.
Ew. I mean, yeah, I guess so. Because then I don't have to draw a face. There we go. A little ribs here, just some leftover ribs.
Yeah, someone that it's waiting for next time.
Mm-hmm. Superheated, or do you think it would? Wait. So if it was doing this, would it actually get it down to the bones, or would it only heat it and it would shrivel up?
Yeah,
Top
I think
drawing.
you would like. What?
Sorry, I see Archer saying, top drawing, is it mewing? Like Mew? Or is it, I guess I did say ooh when I was drawing it, so,
Doing the Dr. Evil pinky to mouth.
yes. Okay, I'm just trying to make these more bulbous, these joints, because I want to remind myself that there are...
Dan says mewing is a Zoomer term. All right, time to get out my lexicon.
Wait, mewing is a Zoomer term? In what... Wait, what does that mean?
It is a slang term that refers to a tongue exercise where the tongue is pressed against the roof of the mouth. Is this...
Nah. That's a cat noise. That can't be right. What is wrong with the children? Okay, I'm trying to keep this webbing. I think it's clear on the first one, but it's always one of these things where when you're sketching, it's kind of hard to see. So, this would be the spine. The spine would be curving around about here. Okay. So then... I'm going to get rid of our other buddy here, because otherwise he will be in the way.
You got a muted looks. Okay, it is that. Yeah, all right. I just watched a TikTok on it. Thank you.
Ah, it's so educational. Okay. I don't like the tail. I'm trying to think of how to... I want him to keep his rear end up via tail. Just so he's not dragging his belly in the dirt, because otherwise he'd hurt himself.
Do you think he walks? Like, does he crawl along the ground?
Maybe. Hey, Z, hello. Welcome on in. Let's get back to this. Where's my gouache? Okay. All right, so then the spine. Okay, and then we would have the tail and then down. Yeah, I want it to hook. So, like, the ground would be here and it would be anchored.
Yeah.
So then, okay. So the next question this brings up is, you can see that I've put the fingers pretty close and I've made the tail somewhat long. How long do we think the tail...
It should have a long tail. We could
yeah.
also make the fingers longer, too. Like,
that's true.
Yeah.
I can grab them and make them much larger, because right now they look a little bit smaller than his head. Okay, so...
Probably got them long phalanges.
Yeah, definitely. Let's get the joints in here around that area. Beautiful. Okay, and then yeah, drawing an animal without back legs is feels awkward, because it's like I need to, wait, did we decide anus or no anus? I'm not adding it. Either way, but I don't know if we actually had a call on that.
No, I think we're deciding it's like actually undead, so it don't have no actual.
It's
body.
grown over. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I am going to grab the hand and I'm going to make it slightly larger, well, wider for one. Oh, yeah, that's... Yep, I think that works. And then, where are we? Wait, what black magic? Oh, Akila, you're a bit of an artist yourself, are you? You want to draw along? You can draw the creepy monster too.
Oh, I'd love to see someone else's interpretation of what we're creating.
Oh my goodness, yes.
That would be so fun. Giant hand boss. Oh, the Dodongo, Dongo Bongo, Bongo Dodongo. I don't know, something like that.
I think Koi did some draw along last time. Or
Did
no,
they
but it was
share?
yeah, but I think it was actually I think it was a different stream where I had combined two animals. But
Oh, okay.
let's quickly do this because I want to make sure it's visible. I'm going to tonal correction, brightness, contrast. And I'm going to push up the contrast. Okay. I just really want to drive home this butt. Whoops, or lack thereof butt, I guess. So it needs like it needs to be a straight line because that's going to show that it's very taut. Yeah. Not in the normal way that you would think a butt would be taut, but like to show that he's using his anchor to move around that pinpoint. He's like a compass. Remember compasses? Like you used in school, you'd have to draw a circle. You put the little pokey bit in the middle, and then they were like, "Hey, you're gonna have to use these when you grow up." And then I never did again. Thanks, math. Stupid math. Okay. So arm here. Backwards. We have to move it backwards. Okay. So then it would be jointed this way. Ugh. And then back. And then forward. Ew.
The beauty.
It's a little bit sausagey. I'm gonna have to work on the like shading to make it go backwards. He got Roomba movement. I mean, kinda, yeah. I mean,
yeah, kinda.
Okay. Back.
Maybe he's like always drifting along, and the tail is how he sticks to one place.
Yeah, and I bet he could also drag it, like to make noises to get attention.
Leave a like gash in the ground so you can see.
Yeah, and like imagine that you're getting chased, like through a forest, right? I don't know where he would be, but I assume a forest maybe, or yeah, a forest because you know it's the olden days. You're a dinosaur, and you run into a cave and you think you're safe, and suddenly you don't hear the dragging in the ground anymore, but then suddenly you hear something sharp dragging on a cave floor.
Yeah, I like that.
That's terrifying. Okay. I think I've gone too cute on the nose, but I do like the way his legs are bending because they make me deeply uncomfortable. And then
he sort of look like they're broken, which is great.
Yeah. His ribs would still be in here. They wouldn't be used. Now, let's also make his eye cover-ups a little bit bigger. Or not his cover-ups, his
like his
useless
socket?
slits? I don't know.
Yeah.
Select to deselect. Great. Now, we're in a good place to start kind of refining specific things. Because, like, I can go and I can take this and move it into different angles and whatever. But we need to think about colors. What color is a heat vampire? Who also, by the way, wants to slurp your blood.
When it hasn't feasted, he's really pale.
Okay.
And like
merman pale?
More blue and white. Less
blue and white.
Less like bruise.
Are we thinking Kezu?
Yeah, kind of like that until he feeds, and then he's like a vibrant color of some kind. Maybe he turns like a brighter blue.
Okay.
You know, and that'll slowly fade away back into the I need to feast again color.
I do like when an animal tells you when to stay away.
Yeah.
Oh, what about like an yeah. Oh, that's very great.
Good
but
idea.
he could glitter. Like
like the vampires from
Twilight.
Oh, you know what? Sure.
But like if his scales are glistening. Or well, wait, do dinosaurs have scales? Hold on. What is a dinosaur made out of?
Do dinosaurs have scales? I think
dinosaurs have scales?
Yeah.
No feathers on this
dinosaur. No.
No feathers.
Dimetrodons would not have feathers anyway with the big sail.
Yeah, that's
they
true.
Would probably overheat. Feathers are also heavier the bigger you get.
Okay, so then we need the vein color to come through here. Would that be more purple? Yeah, kind of. Let's see here. We need a lighter blue. Yeah, that could work. With a little bit of like pink in there. Or orangey. Oh, not that color. It's a little dark, but it gets the point across. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you know, maybe I don't want to say glittery, but I want everyone to know that's a healthy boy.
Yeah.
You know, he's so healthy and happy. Wait. Azrael says, I got my 11-year-old son to watch Twilight with me so we could point out the red flags. That is excellent parenting. What kind of red flags? I've never seen Twilight. I have no interest. Hello, Ranger Beef. Z, I'm doing super good. Thank you so much for asking. I hope everyone is having a great time tonight. We do have 13 carry the one. 13 minutes left. I think the giveaway is going to end at probably 7:04. I don't know if I can control that. There's a cancel button. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There is not a lot of people in this giveaway, folks. You have a very good chance of winning. If you want to get into the giveaway, you're going to be typing exclamation point. Where is it? Enter monster giveaway.
Oh.
Enter monster giveaway. And then you'll be able to win 1 out of 6 different plushes. Okay. All right. What else? What else? The fingies. Are they meaty? Are they thin? Do they have anything on them? And also the claws. Are they ragged? Are they clean? Are they colored? Do they have like a see-through straw that you can see down the middle? Kind of like how birds do.
Probably on the tail one for sure.
Okay.
That's true. The fingers are veiny, so they gotta have some meat on them.
Okay. I'm guessing, do dinosaurs have fingerprints?
We can if we want. We can make them creepy.
Okay, I'm just gonna do... Oh, I can't get the reminder automatically. Hold on. Okay, there's that. Yes, enter monster giveaway. Killa, you gonna enter? You could win a monstrous plush for your kiddo. Whoops. Bad. Okay. So fat fingers. Now I'm stuck on the like. Do dinosaurs have fingerprints? Do animals have fingerprints? Do cats' paws? Like, do the beans have bean prints?
Bean prints?
Bean prints.
Asking important questions.
Yeah. Okay, so the fingies are thick. They have a little bit. You can see the knuckles are a very big part because they would have to be very tight. The wrapping in between. So we've got this little bit of wrap here. So if I were to layer new raster layer, okay, and shove this down underneath. Grab one of our colors. You know, so this is a very, very hungry boy here. The wrap in between. Would there be tears in it? Would it have more or less veins? Would it be a different color? Could it have a pattern? Because we are the one thing we don't have from the we have it's not exactly looking like a that dinosaur anymore, the Demetrius dinosaur.
I like it's sort of the silhouette of.
Yeah, I mean it does have that. We could have the eyes in between on the wraps if we wanted to. Slight like creepy eye to bring that part back.
We
could make it darker in the middle.
I don't think it should have veins on the webbing in between.
No,
I like those being,
no veins. Okay.
But it could look like like some kind of almost like a spider web kind of feel.
Ooh, oh, I like that very much. I think the wrap needs a mouth. Veiny fingers with mouth wraps. Wait, the wrap mean okay, so yeah, you want the like holes. Let's see here. I do like I think it's scarier because there's almost a hope of slipping through because you can feel to the other side.
Oh yeah.
Psychological. The eyes, okay. I mean, I've personally never seen a monster like this before, and I don't want to get near it. I also think it's interesting because it doesn't look like it could get me. So it makes me wonder how fast it could actually move.
Oh, would it have moss or lichen growing on it? Yeah. I mean, it probably sticks around in the ground for a long time. It's undead, so it's just like probably lifeless until it gets the need to feed.
Need for feed.
Yeah.
All right. It's a little bit of lifeless. Okay, so just like hooked into the ground like a boat anchored.
Yep.
Okay.
It probably, my thought is like when it's at rest, it's just on the ground flat. And then when it wakes up is when it starts to like float again and propel itself with its little gross like claw fingers.
Where is its natural habitat? Forest? Like maybe under tree, like in the where trees have roots and it gets really, really like wet and moist in that little piece between the roots? Yeah. That would be terrifying because you would just step through and suddenly you'd get hooked. You're not getting out of there. Next question. Thank you for the raid. Hello, Playthos. Hello, friends. Good to see you. Is there any difference between the female and the male? Or are these, well, not that they would reproduce because they're, dead, but is there a difference? Or does the female just have huge boobs because that's the way, and a big bow and eyelashes?
Just giant bazungas in between each finger.
Your boobs.
There's a bow. That'd be pretty funny. Yeah, I could imagine it would be like just different patterning maybe, or maybe the blood flows in a slightly different way or something. Now here's another question: is when they have fed, how? And now I'm asking you this like you are the expert on this species. You're a professor at the local university about this particular species.
Okay, High-Five-Saurus.
Yep, of course, High-Five-Saurus. we might want to make a better name. Maybe we could have two names.
Listen, if you discover it, you get to name it.
True. High-Five-Saurus. Fine by me. How quickly?
A working title.
Absolutely. How quickly would it go from I hungry to I'm a glittery saturated boy after eating? And would it go all over the body, or would it start at the tail and then work its way up to the ends of the fingies?
It would probably start from the fingies, where it's most nearest to your warmth, and then spread. So it would have like this beautiful fin, while the rest of it is still like pale, and then slowly spread out from there. So like when it freshly feeds, its like finger fins are really beautiful, and then it slowly disseminates that color to the rest of its body.
As beautiful as a finger fin could be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like maybe it even has like bioluminescence after it feeds. Like
I love that idea. Yeah. I like bioluminescence is cool as hell. I wish I were bioluminescent.
That would give it like a ghostly feel too. Like it would really look like something supernatural.
I mean, with the colors right now and the lack of face and whatnot, it's kind of getting that. Now, would it have streaks? I wonder, across in the wrapping.
Sure.
I have to think about that, but okay. It is 6:55, folks. We have about 10 minutes left in the giveaway. It is going to end a little bit later, and I cannot control it because the giveaway does what the giveaway wants. But again, we have not many people in that giveaway, so please do win that thing. giveaway. Yes. You're going to want to type in enter monster giveaway. And yeah, it'll be drawn at about 7:05. I want to see what the time is on it, actually. It's going to be drawn in 8 minutes and 21 seconds. And you'll have to be here to claim it. Now, so for the inside of the eyes, Meowpie, are we thinking just dark? Is there maybe like a light from within if we're going bioluminescent?
Oh, probably, yeah. Some light like piercing from the eye.
Hoping you would agree with that.
Yeah.
Well, not that though. I mean, it could be a blue light, I guess. Could be anything. That's the cool thing when you're creating something is you make the rules. It can be as whatever we want. Okay. All right, we got some light coming out here. Oh, that's actually really creepy too, because oh my god, that's so creepy. It feels like the soul is yelling from behind.
Maybe it isn't like a heat vampire. It literally just sucks out your soul. You're just dead.
It just takes your whole soul.
Yeah, it just takes all of you. You're just like a desiccated husk.
Does it use its tail for that? Like it grabs you and then maybe it pierces your face? I mean, I don't want to dance with it, that's for sure. Okay.
I love how this thing is evolving.
Yeah.
See you later,
the legs
Python.
definitely are creepy. You need to get food, so you probably wouldn't be here for the drawing. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Got some little cheekies there. It is evolving. I'm very curious. Okay, now, as soon as I started putting color into the fingers, I started thinking to myself, should the color be at the tips of the fingers, or would it be where the most heat was touching?
No, it should definitely fade as it goes to the tips of the fingies.
Okay.
Yeah, you have the right idea.
Excellent. And then the claws, are they also bioluminescent? Are they, yellowed and gross and covered in blood? Like, have they squished the blood out? Are they really just trying to get heat? Is this now just with the evolution of it, is it just it trying to keep it still while it's sucking the soul out?
Yeah, I would imagine like the claws are not nice looking.
Okay.
I already have a distinct visual of like you wandering into some place of like this overgrown like forest clearing, and there is this misshapen like heap of rock and wood in front of you, and it just like slowly rises and floats a little bit in the air.
I don't want it.
Yeah, and then like after it feeds, it's so haunting. It's like beautiful and awful at the same time.
And when it's the most beautiful, it doesn't care if you're around because it's no longer hungry. That's interesting, actually. That is unique because it turns into a siren like of this beauty and ethereal look after it no longer wants to kill you.
Yeah. Once it don't need you no more.
It doesn't need you. It's a strong, independent, whatever it is. Okay. We have an ad starting in 3 minutes. Let's see how that timing is going to work. We have 4 minutes and 40 seconds left in the raffle. I'm going to snooze the ads. I'm going to snooze twice. And of course, as soon as we are out with the giveaway, then we will end. And we will probably, I think it actually makes a good pattern if we raid Sonicat, because he is a horror streamer. And he does indie horror stuff on these nights, so it works out well. And then I also don't have to think about it, which is great. Now, is there anything else? Chat, what do you think? What do you think? If you could add or remove anything from this fella here, what would it be? For me, it's the head. Like, the nose is so cute compared to everything else. I think I need to think more about the way that the nose looks. Maybe. I do also like the idea of putting it into a slightly darker place and then having light burst forth, essentially.
I'm thinking like at rest, it's like half buried in the ground. You know, you're not really sure what.
Absolutely. Let's do a layer, new layer. Raster layer, okay. No fart ports. Drool, slime, ooze. Oh, that's actually a good point. Would it... Now it's got the bioluminescent situation going. Does it have moisture? Is it a moist boy?
Say my initial thought is no, and that's to keep it more ethereal. Once you like make it goopy, it's a physical being.
Oh, okay. So you feel as soon as there's goop, there's hope.
Yeah, I think we make it more ethereal by implying there's no moisture.
Okay. Just putting a little bit more highlight on these lights because I love this.
Yeah, that's really good.
The soul trying to escape is a good look. I think I'd add a joint or two in the tail. Okay, so you want more joints in the tail. All right.
That could work. Make it look like a long descended limb. I might even make the fin even bigger.
Even big, the fin, really? Okay, let's see how it looks. We're gonna grab this.
Because when it's outstretched, when the fin is outstretched, it's got to be enough to like wrap a person or something.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, so you want it further along this ridge.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that is better. I agree.
It's so distinctive.
Okay. All right. Select, deselect. Grab this. Check the timer. 1 minute and 52 seconds until the giveaway occurs. Make sure you enter. Oh, there's a lot more of you now. Excellent. Excellent. Love to see it. And if anybody is curious, because I did get asked about this, I am using any of the ad money I get throughout the month to reinvest into you folks, and I would love to give you a plush creature to make you happy. Well, you think of monsters, and thank you for hanging out. So, all right, here we go. So now he's got a bit of a shoulder blade, which I also like because that shows the barrel of the chest. The neck I'm curious about. Okay, we're gonna of course have the veins. Okay, so then this is gonna come back, this thingy. Oh yeah, this is so much better now that it's been lengthened.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll even draw him with like some leaves. Kind of poking out. All right. Okay, folks. We have 39 seconds. I am going to save this.
What a beauty.
What a beauty. I'm gonna pick you up and move you. Okay. Are you ready to see who wins?
Maxi 100 boop.
Just in time. 14 seconds. 13 seconds. Do y'all know which one you're gonna choose? Do you know if you're gonna choose this is the very last time you're gonna be able to get a boom rat? 2 hours after this ends, the boom rat is no longer going to be available. Gadget, you did it, and you just entered. Congratulations. Wow. Dang.
Congrats on your choice of monster.
Yeah, what is your choice, Gadget? I'm curious. Now, the situation is going to be that I am, of course, going to contact you through Discord, because I know you're in there.
Menacingly.
Now the thing is that if you go for the boom rat, I'm gonna need your address tonight, like right after this. It has to go immediately. If you choose any of the rest of them, I'm gonna use a service called Gifter, which has now been figured out, which means you only need to give me your name and your email address. So then it's, you still keep your address private. Do you know which one you want, Gadget, if you happen to be here? Because you are going to have to type claim in 60 seconds or less, or else it's going to move on. Make sure you type claim in chat, or it's going to move on. Oh, it's moved on from you. It's okay, though. We'll keep you, Gadget, because you were just there for a second. It's all right. All right, so Gadget, you're just going to have to let me know which one of these you want. And I'll contact you in Discord, okay? Thank you to everybody for being here tonight. And I think our monster tonight is far scarier than the last one we did. And I like this evolution of monsters. Now, I'm also excited because, oh, there's a pie on my head. Well, that's not
Beautiful.
why. It is beautiful.
I too would be excited.
Our monthly monster is going to be on September 5th, I believe. Of course, I will be harassing all of you and reminding all of you throughout the month, and I get to choose this time. This one was Meowpies, and our next one is going to be mine, and I've got some thinking to do. You can ignore the bot. It's going wild because it didn't see gadget claims, so I'm gonna stop it now. It's fine. There you go. All right. Thank you everybody for being here. As always, let us go visit a friend, shall we? And thank you, Meowpenheimer. That was a lot of fun. Great time talking to you as always. And I will, of course,
an absolute pleasure to be here.
See you in your stream, and I will continue to damn it.
Well, don't damn it.
Damn it. Hold on. I have to shout you out when you can't shout me back out. Meowpenheimer. Haha. Perfect. Oh, there's lots of people on right now, though. 5 laps at Freddy's? Nah. Yeah, Sonic Cat makes the most sense. That's where we're going. Okay. Good night, everybody. Take care.
Good night.